Alright, bit of an adventure already this morning, sorry. Hey guys, it's the History Nerd. We're back with another exciting episode of Silent Hunter 5. On the first load today, Dieter wouldn't talk to me. I reloaded the save file, and that caused Dieter to talk to me, but caused these images to go away, like the range indications. So, then I had to reload the save again. That didn't bring anything back. So I reloaded the game, and then on the first load of the game, yet again, Dieter wouldn't talk to me. Loaded again, Dieter still won't talk to me. Now Dieter's talking to me, and we can see the range of the air bases.
Course 318.
So I'm feeling a little more confident about this actually working. It only takes 2 reloads of the game and a save file of, loading that 3 times, and then you'll be ready. So, yay! First things first, we gotta head back to Helgeland to resupply. We have 1 forward-facing torpedo, 3 in the rear, and our fuel level could do some fixing up. Of course, our hull is damaged, so perhaps it would be a better idea. I've been fighting the return to Wilhelmshaven this episode so far because I didn't want to have to go home and rebase, but taking a look at the hull of the Grey Wolf, we might want to do that. 85% is a little damaged. I'll consider it once we get to Helgeland. Looks like we got a promotion point to spend, just the one. So you know who that goes into. Olaf Hacklander, the Great Cook. Alright. Well, that's the plan for today. Head back to Helgeland and get fuel in the tank and torpedoes in the tubes. Possibly a full-on return to Wilhelmshaven for a rebase. I don't know. It's not like we take that much damage, so we can probably safely roll around an 85% hull, especially since we don't tend to go too deep yet. So, even going down to 40 or 50 meters under, that's not going to be putting enough stress on the hull to cause that 85% or that 15% damage to cause too many issues, I hope. Like the graphical glitch we got going on right there. So, yeah, so that's the plan. We'll head to Helgeland, and I will see you guys when I get there. See you in a bit. It is indeed a weird day, ladies and gentlemen. We've come up to Helgeland, and I can refit. Well, that's crazy. Without even having to reload a save. Now, I did sail in on deck well before I got to port, so maybe that has something to do with it? I'm not entirely sure. Regardless, I'm not going to question things. I'm just glad I didn't need to. That is cutting it far too close there. Out like that. I'm glad I didn't have to freaking do anything. Really. It's always good when you don't have to do anything. Taking a look at the situation. We still got the northwestern approaches, although I kind of feel like we finished the northwestern approaches, if you ask me. We got the southwestern approaches now, and I don't know. Maybe now is not the time in a damaged U-boat to go through the channel. Yeah, it's definitely not time to go through the channel. We're going to head back north. I know. It's Look at that! That is some skillful navigation there. Take that, world. As long as we stick close to doing something like this.
Course 153.
I mean, then just come back down to Scotland. We're coming down here quite a bit. Honestly, I'm getting kind of bored of those old-fashioned patrol runs going around there. There might be something going on out here, right? Like, for sure there's gotta be. Now, let's check the range of the air stations here. So, if we were to set up a patrol around here,
We are in shallow waters, Captain.
we might be able to mitigate the airplanes we're going to have to deal with.
Course 126. New waypoint. Course 162. New waypoint. Course
We can kind of stay
142.
close to Wilhelmshaven to repair if we need to. And then we're just going to sail right on through Helgeland here. Already spent that point. We got all those in. We got... Where's our fuel? 99? That means we can probably... We don't need to be tearing through Wilhelmshaven going freaking 18 knots. That's for sure. We can tone that down just a little bit. And we will. So, yeah. This should be good. There should be plenty of ships traveling in and around this area. And that should be... Oh... We might still get some issues from Bircham Newton Air Base there. That should be okay. We might still tag out, like get some plane interest, but then all we need to do is just dive and head east, and we should be able to lose them because they won't have the range to follow us. That's my hope anyway. We'll see. Like there, this southern little section here is probably where we're going to run into most of our problems. So, yeah, might as well patrol a new area, right? Sure, we don't have a mission here, but really only our only mission is to sink British shipping. That's the only reason we're out here. So let's just go sink some British shipping, shall we? And then we can do a channel run when France is ours. I think that makes the most sense. Yeah, so I'll see you guys when I got something exciting to share. See y'all later. So that's about all we've encountered so far. You can see we got a few more passes to do left in this circle. We've encountered those 3 Norwegian freighters. And you can see they're popping up as green. We are not at war with Norway yet. And I'm not about to loose a bunch of torpedoes on a bunch of identified civilian ships. We've also come across a lone German fishing boat, which I was tempted to escort to wherever the hell it was going. I don't know why it was coming through this close to British waters, considering the time, but it was. And, yeah, I was going to escort it, but then I was like, you know what, that's silly. We're not going to escort a fishing boat. So this is it. We got 1...
Engage electric motors. Current depth 10 meters.
Norwegian ships. Let's cut our engines.
All stop.
We're doing another hydrophone scan. Now, it is going to be a little annoying, because we will pick up on those 2 Norwegian ships. Unfortunately, we can't, So those are them back there. We can't be like, hey, Benno, just ignore Norwegian engines. They make a different sound underwater, right? Don't need to quit the game. Back to the surface.
The boat.
Continue
Slow
our
speed
patrol.
ahead.
So this is all we've been doing so far today. Sailing through. Thankfully, the RAF haven't been annoying us at all. I would imagine any and all contacts that it's getting,
Recharging batteries. Periscope depth.
you know, by the time they get out there, we're off and outside of their range. Looks like we do have relatively old contact here. I'm leery about getting close to the coast. I'm too nervous about aircraft is what it is. I'm gun shy when it comes to airplanes.
Engage electric motors.
Because they're freaking annoying. I don't want to have to deal with them.
Minimum speed ahead.
We got anything out here, Dieter? Let's go back to 0. Nothing dead ahead of us. And nothing around us. Not for, I think, 20 kilometers anyway. What's the range on that thing? Command room? I don't know, radio room. Hydrophone. Can I not see? Oh, well that's helpful. That's fine. Okay, fine. We can't see that. So yeah, I'll be back when I got something hopefully more exciting than a bunch of ships I can't shoot at. See you in a bit. Alright, so I went on a bit of a wild goose chase.
Surface the boat.
Just about called it a wild ghost chase, and I don't know why I was thinking ghosts. Anyway, we're up here by Bergen, And all we're seeing is Norwegian ships. There's nothing. No targets of opportunity. Or anything, really.
138.
So we're headed back to Wilhelmshaven.
New waypoint.
We might as well get
138.
the Grey Wolf repaired. If we're not finding anything
New waypoint.
relatively
Course
easily,
140. Recharge
let's
your
head home. Let's get her repaired. Yeah, kick back and really contemplate life there, Benno. I'm gonna get myself up on deck, because it is some beautiful weather today. In fact, the whole time, this whole episode has been basically seas like this. And this is nice.
Slow speed ahead.
I guess we're headed home, so it doesn't
Speed ahead.
really matter. On my wild goose chase, I got the Grey Wolf up to 22 knots, and that was only going full speed ahead. I don't know what we can hit going extreme speed ahead, but I'm thinking, you know, weather like today, it might be the perfect time to put the Grey Wolf through some serious speed trials. Now we know Willie's personal modifications on the engines. He's done a lot. There's still a bit left to do, but he's certainly made the engines his own. And I'm thinking, you know, we're not doing anything else out here today. We got 80% fuel left. We know we can make it home just fine. Once we get our, that's it, 30 kilometers. That does make sense. Once we get turned around nicely, there we is. We're on a straight course. Well, let's kick it up as fast as we can go and see what this baby's really got.
Extreme speed ahead.
Let's find out, Dieter. Hold on to your nuts. We're going as quick as we can. And remember, this won't be the max speed. We still have a few more points we can get Willie to improve her with. Let's see, 21 knots? Come on, I know we can do better than that. Come on, Willie, give her everything you got. We can do so much better than 21. Are you kidding me? Come on. I mean, it is pretty quick, and the wake we are leaving is gigantic, so there's no question any planes that come by should be able to spot us. Let's just see, if we get the time acceleration, we are going 22 knots. That ain't bad. That's like, that's a fair clip, you know? I certainly wouldn't want to be on deck firing the gun going this quickly, but that's good. If we need quick interception, we have the ability to do it with, you know, 21, 22 knots. Provided, of course, the seas stay like this. If they don't, you know, we're not going this quick. Anyway, I'll see you guys when we get back to Wilhelmshaven. See you in a bit. Sometimes this game really does confuse me. For reference, you guys can just see something on the horizon there, right? Right? I'm not going crazy? What would we be looking at? We're not this close to Wilhelmshaven. At least I don't think we're this close to Wilhelmshaven. I don't know. No, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong.
We are in
I was
shallow
just getting
waters,
confused about visual range there. Well, now I feel like an idiot.
Ship sighted. Bearing
Game doesn't
3,
confuse
2,
me.
4.
I confuse myself. But we are coming up on Wilhelmshaven now, as per standard, you know,
New
German
waypoint.
Navy
Course
order.
357.
We have
New waypoint.
probably a
Course
fishing
3.
ship or freighter parked right in the middle of the sea lane, because that's what they does. Let's see, what was it? What's getting in my way? Just a little fishing ship.
Escort sighted. Bearing 28.
There we go. We've avoided that obstacle. And it looks like we're going to have to save and load, because I should be getting an anchor and I'm not. Let's cut her down to speed
Minimum speed ahead.
1 then. We don't need to be going 18 knots through port. That is a little ridiculous. Let's give this... You know what? I'll just see you guys.
Surface the boat.
Hi. Yes, please surface the boat. I will see you guys when we get into Wilhelmshaven proper. See you later. Alright, we're back in Wilhelmshaven. Let's go see... Concerningly, the Tiger Stripes are gone. I did notice they came back. We need a few upgrades.
Sure. What do you want?
We should have a
Sure thing.
full
What do
spread
we
of
have in
torpedoes
mind?
and no new ones to apply.
Sure.
So
What do
we'll
you
leave
want?
that.
Sure. What do you want?
Ooh! There we go. Twin 2-centimeter flak 38s. 400 rounds a minute compared to 120 rounds a minute. Now we're starting to talk about, you know, this actually working more effectively as a flak gun. So that's going to be 3,000 renown. I don't think there's anything else we need to spend renown on. We don't have Albrecht coating, so we're going to stick with the Tiger Stripes and the Captain's Emblem. Yeah, let's get these things upgraded then. We'll get you, and we'll get you. So at least that's good.
Yes, Captain. You won't recognize your girl when I'm through with her.
Well, I presume she'll just have more offensive anti-aircraft weapons
Welcome
there,
back,
sir.
Herr Cologne.
What are
Come
my
in,
orders? Thank you. Let's check on things, because time should have passed. And it's still the same old, huh? Well, we can't request a mission for the northwestern approaches, which tells me that that's probably done. We just need to wait for April to swing by and finish, which is concerning because now the only location we can pick up a mission for is, of course, the southwestern approaches. And we are going, oh, really? Infiltrate a spy near Liverpool. That sounds very difficult. So we're either going to have to take a long way north through here to Liverpool, or we're going to have to go through the channel and up around through Liverpool. Either way, this ain't going to be easy. But okay, let's do it.
Welcome back, Herr Cologne.
Alright, I'll see you guys on the deck of the Grey Wolf. See you in a bit. Alright. The first sailing
Sighted bearing 3.
of Wilhelmshaven to
Minimum speed
Liverpool tours
New waypoint. Course
is
359.
leaving port.
Returning to course.
All aboard.
New waypoint. Course
Make sure
337.
your baggage
waypoint.
is
Course
stowed properly.
New waypoint. Course
And
141.
we're going to have one hell of a
New
journey
waypoint.
because we're doing the channel today.
92. New waypoint. Course 72.
So,
Ship sighted bearing 229.
viewers
New waypoint.
of
Course
my other
70.
series
New waypoint. Course 60.
will know they're going through the
New
Straits of
waypoint.
Dover.
Course
It's nothing new for
60.
us. The concern,
New
of
waypoint.
course,
Course 65.
is
New waypoint.
twofold.
Course 72. New waypoint. Course 82. New waypoint.
One,
Course 89.
that's probably going to be way too close to shore. I'm going to want to go in like
New waypoint.
so.
Course 88.
Like that. Okay. So, many concerns with this route. One, France is still allied to the Allies, so that sucks. Two, thank God we've got our Tiger Stripes. And also, haha, this is feeling better. It's still not the world's greatest, but I'm feeling more confident about our anti-aircraft capabilities, and considering where we're going, that's a very good thing indeed. So, yeah, we got our camo on, which is just basically Tiger Stripes. We got a full load of fuel, which is going to be very good, because we're going a long way today. In fact, we might wind up coming back through and do a big circle back to Helgoland. Basically, getting to Liverpool is going to be the main objective. We're not going to be sinking much today. Which, I mean, as you guys can already tell, we're 20 minutes into the episode, and only now are we actually setting out to do something that we can accomplish. But the real trick of all of this is going to be avoiding all the damn aircraft, because we're not going to be able to be surface or underwater this entire route. Obviously, we're going to have to surface. Now, viewers of this season, we can kick this up to speed 2 while we go through Port Dieter. Viewers of this season know my opinion on the way aircraft are handled. I don't like the amount of night flights that happen, and there's probably going to be a metric butt ton of night flights going on over the channel. I would imagine that the RAF is going to be keeping that nice and defended. So, this is going to be a very long slog of a mission that hopefully we're able to take care of. Looks like we've got 3 promotion points. Now we can dump those into torpedoes, perhaps even into gunnery, radio or hydrophone. But I do think, even diving drills probably wouldn't be a bad idea. Have we got tooltips? Crush depth, that's fine. Dive drills, which will boost our speed. I guess if we got all 3 of those, we'd be able to dive incredibly quickly to avoid any aircraft. I am feeling, however, like the last little bit of engine stuff would probably be a good idea.
Capital ship sighted, bearing.
Although really, for 1940, Willie has done a hell of a lot and got himself some atrocious morale right now. Considering we're just leaving port. How's the crew morale in total? Crew morale in total is 100%. Willie's just not. Each individual is horrible. They're not happy. But the crew as a whole is doing fine. I think we're going to do this. And get our dive drills all the way completed so we can dive as quick as possible. And that's going to give us our best ability to avoid having to deal with aircraft. Which, like I say, that's going to be our main concern. Also, fuel use. I'm not going to go faster than speed 2, I don't think. Because it is a ways. And in fact, what we could do is sneak into Helgoland and refuel the tanks, but I think we should be okay. We're not going to burn through that much. We'll get to here, and then we'll take stock of the fuel situation, if we make it. Which I guess it's time. Now's as good a time as any to go over the house rules that I play, for those that are unfamiliar. If you've seen any of my other Silent Hunter series, you will know the rules.
Ship sighted, bearing 36.
If the Grey Wolf goes down, that's the end of the season. Now, with Silent Hunter, quote-unquote, working again, yeah, there's minor little niggles. I mean, I've been working on this episode today for almost 2 hours. It takes time to do these, but with the game actually sort of functioning,
sighted, bearing 38.
I'm not against, doing another series. So this is just the reminder of the rules. If we die, we die. There's no loading a save. Obviously, if I run aground here, yeah, I'll load a save. But if I get sunk in the English Channel, that's it. That's it for Wilhelm Bauer and the crew of the Grey Wolf. We're starting over fresh. So, keep that in mind as the rest of the episode goes on and as further episodes go on. Hopefully, we get further episodes. Regardless, I will see you guys when we get closer to the English Channel. See you in a bit. Our first plane. Let's try out the new flak guns.
Man the flag!
It looks like... Where is she? Looks like a big old twin engine. Now, it's going to be flying directly over us, so I would have to imagine it's going to see us. Despite it being night, but he is pretty high up there. This might not be an anti-submarine plane. This might indeed be an actual, bomber. We'll see if it dives on us. Hopefully it doesn't just, Oh yeah, she's diving. Is she? Yes. Right? Maybe? I don't want to give the order to fire if it doesn't see us. Oh, there we go. Okay. Now, I want to give one of these a try, though. Oh my god. Oh! Ha ha ha! You know what? Take that, RAF. What was it? An Anson patrol bomber. Didn't even get a chance to dive on us. Oh, that feels good. Now, hopefully it didn't radio in. And we can just continue on this course. You can see I'm sticking close. Another one. I think that's just a fighter. So we'll keep our eye on that guy, see if he comes around for another pass.
Bearing 3, 4, 2.
There's 2 of them out here. Let's get the sub centered in the mini-map, please. That'll be easier for keeping a track of all these aircraft. Now, what would be very nice is if those gunners would just auto-fire. It doesn't look like that's something they want to do. So give me this. Oh, maybe they do. I don't know why they waited. Maybe they just waited for me to get on the guns. I don't know. And that's why you probably shouldn't have fighters diving on submarines in the game. Because they tend to crash. We got one more. And we can hopefully... Can we center that again, please? Thank you. There we go. Okay, well that's that problem solved. And how much damage did we take there? None! Wasn't that lovely? We don't get credit for killing the fighters, but I'm still feeling okay with it. There certainly are a lot of them, though. I have to imagine there's an awful lot of radio contact going on between the RAF and things. That guy... Those guys there, hopefully they're far enough away.
Aircraft spotted. Bearing 30.
That we can just ignore them.
4.
Same group? Nope, that's definitely a patrol bomber. And unfortunately, I can't pre-target that sucker. But this guy's definitely going to be coming in on a run on us. Right? There's more than one out here, I'm guessing. From what I can see. Or maybe this was always the one. Come on. With our new anti-aircraft guns, I have a feeling our crew should be skilled enough to shoot these planes down My big concern is I don't know Can we start returning fire, please? Can we please, for the love of God, return fire accurately? Thank you, guys. I don't know how I can keep track of how much anti-aircraft ammunition I have. It's never listed. So we know how much torpedoes we've got. If I want to check on our deck gun, I've got to go and actually sit in the deck gun to check the ammo. But there's no way here. Oh, no, there is. 363 rounds. I'm concerned. I'm concerned we won't have enough anti-aircraft ammunition.
Aircraft spotted. Bearing 350.
Even by the time... Come on, keep going. But you guys can see what I mean about aircraft and night flying, right? Like, it's not just me being unreasonable, but it's... What, it's almost 11 o'clock at night. It's dark. And these planes are non-stop.
4-2.
Is that a freaking torpedo in the water? Or is that just the plane that we're unable to hit? Don't waste the goddamn ammunition! Unending. Unfucking ending. I would imagine our ammunition situation is looking pretty dire. 240 effing rounds left. And we haven't even hit Dover. Alright.
Yes, sir.
Secure the gun. Let's go under. Because, I mean...
Periscope depth.
I guess now's as good a time as any. Way the F out here to go under. This is impossible. Alright. We're going to continue ahead going 3 knots. And see what the situation is with the aircraft. Oh, that's definitely one plane down. Yep, we'll just pop up the observation scope and continue on. So I will see you guys when something more exciting happens. See you in a bit. Alright, so because we've been having night flights literally all night, our battery power is now at 63%. You can see we took a little damage from a Spitfire diving into the water near us. Now, we're getting very close to Dover, which means we're getting close to a situation where we're going to want to dive and continue underwater basically to this point here. This entire section here, we're probably going to want to be submerged for. Now, the problem is, like I say, with 63% of your battery power, is just that it's nigh impossible. So we've got to... In fact, I wonder, if I cut my speed to minimum, perhaps we'll be able to get our battery power recharged quick enough. Although, I'm telling you, going that fast in time acceleration in this area is incredibly dangerous. Because we are going to start hitting the patrols soon. Like the surface patrols for the English Channel. 81%. Well, that's looking
Aircraft spotted
better.
bearing 1, 2, 4.
Maybe they won't see us? It doesn't look like they saw us. Thank Christ for that. Now we can probably continue until we get a surface contact. But it is daytime. Well, it doesn't look like there's much of a surface fleet here. At least not yet.
Aircraft spotted bearing 219.
That guy does look like he's coming in on us, doesn't he? Okay. Let's get down. Oh, we can't because I'm up here. Yeah, let's dive. Come on.
Periscope depth.
And 93% battery should be fairly good. Thank you, Patrol Bomber, for not dropping any bombs. Come on, let's get under.
Engage electric motors.
Perfect.
Recharging
And so
batteries.
now...
Depth 10 meters. Pressure hull repaired.
Now we got a lot of stuff going on. Okay. Let's see. Center, please. So we're going to have... Can I have control of the head? No, I can't. I'm stuck in the minimap. So if I expand and close and then reopen it... There we go. Okay. This is a horrible periscope to use. Currently, it's too close to the waves. And with, I'm assuming, 2 destroyers coming in on us, I'm gonna want clear, machine, little torpedo boat. Is that all it is? Just 2 torpedo boats? That is definitely not something we need to worry about at the moment. But what we will need to worry about,
New contact? Warship?
if they come by us, are the destroyers.
Moving slow. Moving away. Bearing.
Doesn't look like they're going to be coming our
long
way.
Range.
In fact, we should be relatively safe for the time being. How's our battery power doing? Down to 89%. That's okay. I guess really the larger concern is going to be the CO2 levels. But we shouldn't have much of an issue sneaking past these destroyers. Now I say that. Let's spin this around to the rear. It does look like we've got 2 that may be close for a Los. Let's see. Is that the lead ship there? It is. Give me a range on that sucker, would ya? 4... Yeah? Oh, yeah. You want to play? Okay, we can play. Let's get our rear tube loaded. We're going to want these going quick, and we're going to want this riding the surface.
Meters.
There's the lead ship. There.
Aircraft spotted. Bearing 256.
Yeah, that happens with the airplanes quite a lot. To be honest, if it's representative of the way things actually were, I would never, ever, 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 ever sign up to be a Royal Navy pilot. Or a Royal Air Force pilot, for that matter. Because they seem to just want to crash. So, how do we take care of these destroyers? These guys seem to be on a rather continual constant bearing right for us, which is good news, because it should mean we can get a relatively good torpedo lock on these guys. Now we can see the active sonar of this guy. We don't necessarily want him to hit us, or to find us. So let's see if we can do that, and then quickly, well, he's probably got a bit of an idea that we're here. Thankfully, that torpedo should be going quick enough that it's tough for him to avoid. Oh, it's going to be close. It's going to be close, but I'm going to say mission accomplished. I don't think this destroyer is recovering from a hit like that. In fact, his propellers are out. The rear of the ship is on fire. That should give us some time here to reload our rear tube and adjust our course. So, no.
We're approaching our final waypoint. New waypoint. Course 294. Returning to course. Ahead. Minimum speed ahead.
I'm guessing that was a bomber dropping depth charges? Perhaps? It certainly wasn't this destroyer laying depth charges. No. Those guys are certainly in a poor situation. We've certainly got the attention of the other Royal Navy destroyers here, though.
5. Ready.
Including that guy. Our rear tube is back up, which is good. Now,
Aircraft spotted. Bearing 326.
there's him there. The other one is still burning and starting to get ass heavy, so that's good. Now, what are you up to, destroyer friend? Let's get our rear tube set up properly. Let's zoom in because I'll want to take the shot with the rear tube. And I would imagine he's going into a depth charge circle, which means there will be quite a few adjustments in speed? Well, there should be, but it doesn't look like there are. Is he going to run into conflict with that guy? Possibly. Well, we're probably not going to get a better chance at this. Of course, we're outside of his active search range, so...
Underwater propulsion not functional. Pressure hull taking damage.
What
Diesel
the
propulsion not
F?
functional. Pressure hull repaired.
Well, you probably know where we is now. So let's just wait for him to change his mind. And then come straight for us, right?
Compressor repaired.
I hope you're coming right for us. Right? Okay. Good. Lock, brake lock, fire.
5. Loose.
Now, I don't know. If I was the captain of that destroyer, I would be looking for these submarines to be firing torpedoes at us. But it doesn't appear to be a critical
Torpedo impact.
point for him. In fact, I'd say that's... that was definitely poor captaining on that man's part. Let's scope this ship out. I don't know if we got a kill shot on her. Like, that is a gigantic, massive hole. But if damage control crew's got doors closed in enough time or whatever, she might not sink. This ship is dead, officially. So that's good. We happened to sink a B class. So that's fine. This guy here should be hopefully sinking as well. Now, that's it for the rear tubes, which does make things a little difficult for taking care of the rest of these destroyers. So what we should probably do is turn around and get our front-facing tubes up and ready to deal. So let's spin ourselves around.
New contact. Warship moving slow. Closing.
Perfect.
3, 4, 1. Long range.
We'll put this around forward. Lovely. Let's get our forward tubes up
Torpedo depth
and
1
set.
meters. Closing tube 1. Torpedo
And
depth
let's also
1 meters.
cut the engines so we can stop this turning motion. And in fact, why? Just like that. That's fine. Stop, please. Whew. Okay. Torpedo 1. Torpedo 2.
1. Loose.
Hopefully, that's going to take care of these two escorts. Now, the first one doesn't look like he's going to be avoiding it.
Torpedo impact.
It's another kill. But now that second one is starting to pull some maneuvers. Did he wiggle enough? Just. Oh. Just enough. Please don't ram my ship.
Depth under keel is 57 meters, Captain.
Okay, in that case, let's go deeper. So we don't get rammed. Nope, we're not going to get rammed. And no, please don't all stop. So is that the dead one? Must be. Right? That's a gigantic hole there. So where's the other one then? Very glad I got deeper. And hopefully this guy doesn't sink like on us. He's there.
New waypoint. Course 3.
So let's position ourselves around.
Minimum speed ahead. Current depth 50 meters.
So this guy doesn't hit us. 50 meters. That is pretty deep, gentlemen. I don't know
New depth 42 meters.
if we need to be that deep. Let's go to 40. And that guy hopefully doesn't have an idea where we are. I don't think he does. If that was a depth charge. And I'd have to imagine that was a depth charge.
Torpedo missed, sir.
Yeah, we know. Alright, let's take a look above us. And we should be pretty clear to get up to periscope depth. Very glad we moved. He's lost some cargo and is slowly heading under. How about this guy here? Getting deeper, is it? I don't think so. I think that is just going to be a permanent resident. Let's get up to periscope depth. No, no, no. Keep going.
Minimum speed ahead.
And that destroyer is right there, huh? How bad of a curve is that going to be?
Bearing 36.
Pretty hideous.
2, 3. 2, 2. Ready.
Did we just fire that directly in front of us?
Tracking new target. 2, 3. Loading. Torpedo depth set to 1 meter.
I mean, at
Target
this stage...
Firing 2, 4.
Shit.
Take her deeper.
Flooding is under control! Flooding is under control!
Okay. That's not good. Subsystems.
Current at 20 meters!
Our hull looks fine. But let's... Yeah, I would imagine the conning tower is definitely a little bit worse for wear there.
0 meters!
In fact, can we just, like, close this hatch? Everything else looks fine down here?
Flooding is under control! Current depth 40 meters!
Nothing wrong going on down here? Okay. Good. What I'm hoping to do with cut engines is just make them think that that ram really hurt us.
Current depth 50 meters!
So yeah, let's just see.
Torpedo missed, sir.
Tube 1 ready.
All we need is for these guys to leave.
Torpedo missed, sir.
And it looks like that's exactly what they're doing.
New waypoint. Course 285. Returning to course.
Ready.
So let's just start sneaking. We got some battery power. We got a lot of battery power left. Might as well go check on the flak gun, or the conning tower. See how that's looking. Things appear to be fine. Excellent. Alright, we're going to continue going this way. See if we can avoid these destroyers. I'll see you guys in a bit. Well, I think we made it through at least the first section of it. We officially sunk 2 destroyers. We got a third one who's kind of close. But it's night. I'm on the surface, so I can safely save the game. Because... let's do a whole new save for this. Because you can't save the game underwater. There's a very good chance that when you load the game and then surface, the game won't recognize that you've surfaced, which is frustrating to no end. Regardless, that's going to be it for today. So thumbs up if you have enjoyed today's episode. Leave your comments, questions, concerns, thoughts, jokes, musings, what have you below. Want to see northwestern approaches. Is that right? Failed, 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 completed. Good. So yeah, it's just the southwestern approaches and the invasion of Norway that we got to worry about left. 272,439 tonnage total. I don't think that this particular trip up to Liverpool is going to be good for our tonnage rating. We'll see if we see some aircraft carriers along the way. Right now, I'm just glad we made it past Dover. That's step 1. Step 2 next week. So thank you all very much for watching, and we'll see you guys next time.